Here we are in Buenos Aires, Argentina, having flown in this morning, Friday, March the 24th, from Gatwick via Madrid. After very little sleep on the overnight flight, we were immediately invited to tour the city by our young and enthusiastic guide Lucilia. And not an attractive city, but like most in South America, very young and lacking in history and character when compared with European cities. There is an interesting metal sculpture of a flower in a park. The petals open and close with the sunrise and the sunset. In the main square there is a live television programme being broadcast. The man in the green suit was the Argentinian commentator when Maradona scored with his hand against England in the World Cup. The other guy apparently is the Cliff Richard of Argentina. Soon we're off to the city cemetery in the Recoleta district, where all the good and the godly are buried. Its typical Latin American memorials are way over the top. They include the final resting place of perhaps the most famous of all Argentinian women, Eva Perón, better known as Evita. She died of cancer at the tragically early age of 32. We're off again and we pass by the famous Boca Juniors football stadium where Diego Maradona played. This is a district known as La Boca, a very colourful area where we stop for a comfort break. Today has been declared a public holiday, so everywhere is very quiet. Another short coach trip and we stop to admire the view across to the Rio del Plata, better known to us as the River Plate, looking towards Montevideo in Uruguay. We take a very short walk to a cathedral. Whilst our fellow travellers go inside, Bev and I spend our time looking around an interesting market. And now back to checking at the hotel for a well-deserved nap before dinner. Next day we are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready for action. We're going to an area north of the city known as the Tigre Delta. There we're going to take a boat ride and see how the Argentinians enjoy their leisure time, because today is Saturday. The houses you will see are generally second homes or summer residences, if you like. There doesn't appear to be much keeping up with the Joneses, as you have very nice properties alongside some pretty ropey ones. Some in fact look derelict. The area is enormous and made up of numerous green islands formed by the continuous sediment of the Parana River, which also gives the water its reddish-brown colour. I would imagine that it would be very easy to get lost amongst these islands. Everything has to be bought from the mainland, so they have what are known as supermarket boats, which bring all sorts of supplies. The Argentinians like their theme parks, and here's another one. And here we are back where we started, so it was back to the hotel. The afternoon was free, so after lunch we decided to take an inexpensive cab to Puerto Madeira, a dockside redevelopment of the city, much like parts of London's docklands, with old warehouses renovated and converted to expensive apartments, with plenty of restaurants and shops to attract locals and tourists alike. The cow parade comprises many multicoloured life-size fiberglass cows sponsored by companies for charitable purposes. Artists create their designs to reflect the company's business. The cows in Buenos Aires will be sold at public auction in June, and proceeds will go to various charities. It's a worldwide event, and further exhibitions are planned in Edinburgh, Lisbon, Wisconsin, Denver and Boston, among others. It's a very enjoyable area of this modern city, both clean and safe.
Qui ce lo vieron ustedes, ¿no?
The jug. We took a cab back to the hotel for about 5:30 to prepare for tonight's extravaganza, a tango dinner and show to be held in one of the original tango bars. We had stage-side seats and were presented with champagne on arrival. What followed was spectacular tango dancing, an Andean band playing panpipes, which we all really enjoyed, and a couple of singers. A good time was had by all, and we were back to the hotel for about midnight. After a good night's sleep, we're off again, this time to a large flea market in the San Telmo district. Then we're on to the Santa Susana Estancia or ranch for a traditional gaucho meal of huge steaks, ribs, sausages, chicken and salads, with bucketfuls of wine followed by a floor show. And here's the barbecue.
Por el pan al sol, la mesa tendida. Por eso luchar, ya no pare tras horas, soñando el regreso. El amor es sí. Los Santa Susana. Los Santa Susana.
The show was followed by an exhibition of horseback riding. The objective here is to collect a small metal